Hey, you guys, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me for my second YouTube video. I've put some shorts out in the last week, so you guys should definitely go check those out. They're pretty cool, some good recipe ideas and some other fun stuff. Today I want to share my thoughts with you guys about a specific topic, and this is a topic that's very important to me, but lately has been a very big challenge. So it's something that I've been focused on a lot. And maybe some of you guys can relate. Maybe you're going through the same thing. Maybe you're not, but it's still a really good message. It could get a little bit lengthy, but I promise you, you're going to leave here with something that you can use later today, tomorrow, next week, whatever. You're going to walk away with something really good. So what I want to talk about today is integrity, living with integrity. Integrity is one of those things, you either have it or you don't have it. There really isn't a gray area in that at all. And it's definitely a choice. I think some of us are taught it, but it's definitely a choice to live with it or to not. And what does it mean to live with integrity? When I think about that, I think about honesty, loyalty, fairness, having ethics, you know, having a strong moral compass, just doing the right thing, being a good person. That's what I think of when I think of integrity. It's a huge part of how I live my life. It is something that I want to be remembered for, and it's something that I want my kids to have. I want them to see that within me. I want them to see how I handle certain situations, the things that I do, the things that I don't do, and hopefully that will get passed down to them, because we live in this crazy, cruel, selfish world right now, and we definitely want to be raising our smaller humans to have this. In retail, we would always say integrity is doing the right thing even when nobody's watching. You know, back then the whole idea was to basically teach them, like, don't steal shit from us. But this has stuck with me through my entire life because it applies to everything in your life. Doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. It's pretty powerful. I have a couple quotes that I want to share with you guys that really kind of hit home with me on this subject. So the first one is, if you value your integrity, then be prepared to take a beating from those who have none. This is like the for real, you guys. It is so freaking true. When you live being a good, honest person who tries to do the right thing, you are going to piss people off. People do not like it. They are going to probably come at you even harder and test you even more than if you were to stoop to their level and respond that way, because they don't want you to take the higher ground. They don't like how it makes them feel. And when they are trying to manipulate you or put things on you, usually for something that they are actually doing, and you come back with, you know, a very factual response or very logical response, they're gonna be pissed, because what they want from you is they want from you to explode, you know, use a lot of foul language, basically just lose control of the situation. But when you have integrity and you are able to, you know, pull yourself together, you will always come out on top, and you will always be able to go to bed at night knowing that you stood up for yourself, you spoke your piece, you did it in a way that was very noble, and then you can lay your head down at night and feel like a good person, because you are a good person. The second thing, or the second quote I want to share with you guys is, everyone makes mistakes, but only a person with integrity owns up to them. Such a good one. Own your shit. Be accountable. I cannot say this enough. Like, an example would be like in the workplace, for instance. Say you fuck up. It happens. We are all freaking human. And instead of taking your finger and pointing it at whoever, this person, that person, whatever, own your shit and move on. I promise you, like, you're gonna feel better about it. You are gonna earn so much more respect from your boss or the people that work around you if you just own it and then you make a choice to not do it again. That's the great thing about, you know, like forgiveness and like making mistakes. You have the opportunity to make it right. You have the opportunity to learn from it. That's how we learn. We make mistakes. And then you get to grow and then you get to be a better person. The main takeaway here that I want you guys to have is just no matter what life throws at you, no matter how crappy things get, always choose the higher road. Don't ever put who you are and the way you live your life in question because somebody else is treating you poorly. Don't give people that control. Like, you can't control everything, but what you can control is yourself. And you can control how you react to things. And you can control how you live your life. And sometimes stuff gets extremely overwhelming to the point where you just want to give up and you don't know what to do. And when you get to that specific spot, that is when you hand it over. Hand it over to God. If you don't believe in God, hand it over to whoever your higher power is, whatever your higher power is, and get rid of that shiz, because if you hold on to it, it is just going to stress you out, worry you, and nobody needs that. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it does not get you anywhere. And that is a quote from the movie Van Wilder. So if any of you guys are my age, you know exactly what I am talking about. Great movie. So I have two things that I want you guys to do for me today. And they're two very easy things, but I'm going to challenge you to make sure that you do this, both things, at some point through the day. The first one is I want you to put some good out there in the world. So whether it be a stranger, whether it be somebody you know, I want you to do something nice. Whether that be a nice gesture, a compliment, maybe you want to reconcile with somebody that you are currently like in an argument with. I don't know. Put some good out there. I am always telling my husband, I've been preaching this since we first got together, is we always want to be putting good out in the world, because then we will get good back. We don't ever want to be putting the bad stuff out there, because I do not need karma coming and knocking at my door. No freaking thank you. The second thing I want you guys to do today is take 5 minutes. 5 minutes to reflect on what we've been talking about today. Integrity. What does that mean to you, and how are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you living your life a way that has morals and honesty and loyalty and fairness and all those things? Are you taking the high road? Or are you not? I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be able to sit down and reflect, and you're going to feel really good because you know you're doing those things. But I also think there's going to be a handful of you guys that sit down and you're like, oh crap, like I need to reevaluate because I'm not doing these things. So take 5 minutes, whether that be your lunch break, in your car after work, before you go to bed. I don't freaking care. Just do it. It's going to make you feel amazing. And that is really everything I wanted to kind of express, get off my chest, share with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe or share. Definitely share this if you know that there's somebody that could use this message, or that, you know, it might help them. And then I would love if you guys could leave any comments, feedback, what you like, what you didn't like, what you took away, anything. Be great to hear from you guys. But thank you so much again for joining me. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Friday, hell yeah. All right, you guys, have a great weekend, and I will chat with you next time. Mwah.